Hey everybody, it's Matt Stevens and this is your Matt Minute in Politics. So this week's big word is emoluments. Now, you may be wondering, what are emoluments? And if you have heard this mentioned in the news, you may be wondering what's the emoluments clause of the Constitution and why the hell should any of this matter to you? Well, I have answers to all three very quickly. Follow me. So, first of all, emoluments. Those are fees or payments received for services. Very simply put, it's a big word, it's an old word, we don't use it anymore. No, we don't use it that often, but it is in the Constitution. So, because I am your favorite political nerd, I have a handy copy of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States with me. Got this in 2016 at the Democratic Convention. So I popped it open, and I've actually been reading it a lot lately because of the news. But if you go to Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8 of the Constitution, if you don't have one of these handy copies with you, you can always go online and look. But it says, and I quote, very quickly, no title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without consent of Congress, accept of any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind, whatever, from any king, prince, or foreign state. Now, the foreign state part of that is really important because your president, Donald Trump, almost got into some big trouble dealing with the emoluments clause last week. What did he do? So you may have heard of the G7 summit. That summit is held by the world's largest economic powers once a year. The heads of state meet, and each year the location of that meeting changes. So in 2019 it was in Europe. In 2020 it's going to be here in the United States. And your president had a very dim idea that he would host this particular summit, G7, at the Doral Country Club, which is the country club that he owns in Florida, and he would host all these world powers at his particular property. Now, that's not a good idea because that is in direct violation of the emoluments clause of the United States Constitution. You are not allowed to use the foreign government to enrich yourself. You cannot pimp the foreign government and make money off of it. That's why the founders put in the emoluments clause, because they do not want people, not just the president, anybody in any office in the federal government making money off of the federal government. This is not your cash cow. So you cannot, in Donald Trump's case, use the G7 summit where you know that the world's largest economic powers are going to be coming. Heads of state are going to be coming. Obviously, they bring assistants, they bring staff with them, they bring security. Those people need food to eat. They need beds to sleep in at night. They need accommodations and other activities and fun things to do. And if you and I have stayed at hotels, motels, resorts, etc., that's what those types of places provide. Those are the services that they provide. Well, of course, they aren't free. So these governments would have been paying, essentially, Donald Trump's company to stay there, for this G7 summit, and that is illegal. So the reason that this matters to you is very simply put, is because it is in the Constitution that is not allowed. Okay? I wouldn't want someone using you for their personal benefit, someone in federal government, and you should not want that either. So that is the emoluments clause explained in greater detail. Now, I put it very simply, okay? This emoluments clause thing is not new. It is definitely something that has come up specifically in the Trump administration with not just Donald Trump, but other people within his administration possibly enriching themselves off the federal government. I'm not going to go into all that and all the people in this video. We can talk about that later. But that's why you need to know the emoluments clause, because it's in the Constitution, black letter law. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. So, final topic, and then I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to say, is just in general, it's a big thank you to each and every one of you that have been watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Our audience is growing every week. So now you can watch me. Well, you have been able to, but if you follow me on social media, if you're not doing that, do me a small favor and do that right now. Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. At Mr. Prune Juice. That's at MR Prune Juice, all one word. That's Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Please follow me. If you are on YouTube, even if you aren't watching me on YouTube right now, I want you to stop what you're doing. go to your YouTube page if you have one, and just subscribe to our videos. That way, no matter where you see me, you'll get some type of notification from YouTube saying, hey, Mr. Prune Juice uploaded a new video, you might want to watch. I really, really appreciate that. So, not taking up any more of your time, that's Emoluments Explained. As always, you can look it up yourself. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8 in the Constitution. Get in the comments section. Let me know what you think. If you have any other questions about emoluments, about anybody else that could have violated, the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution, let's talk about it in the comments section. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Look forward to seeing all of you all. Thank you so much. Love you guys.